Throne Liberty had an emergency maintenance yesterday. A 2-hour maintenance happened during prime time for EU and NA. The game went down for 2 hours, and the post that Throne Liberty released on their Twitter page was that there's going to be a 2-hour maintenance, and it's going to fix some small improvements like gamepad navigation fixes. Swap buttons are now accessible. Shop buttons with Battle Pass could not be selected and resolved. Localization improvements for French and Brazil. Very minor changes. So people are like, why are you doing this when maintenance day is 1 day away on Thursday, right? And the reason is that they did not actually say what the emergency maintenance was for, which was the CORDY exploit. So in this video, we're going to be covering what happened yesterday with the CORDY exploit, going through all the other exploits and issues that Throne Liberty is going through. So let's just jump into it. So let's talk about the CORDY exploit. So the CORDY exploit yesterday, I think this exploits have been out for a couple of days, but there was a way to exploit or dupe the CORDY branch. So if you guys know, at the CordyBots, you can craft CORDY weapons with the branch, which you can get from the boss, but also through like different pouches and stuff. And usually there's a very small amount of this, but you need like 180 or 190, I think, to craft a CORDY weapon. Let's just see real quick. You need 180 to craft them, right? So there's not a lot of CORDY branches. So if somebody's able to craft, they have to buy out the whole auction house, because we only had one CORDY boss so far, and it's very hard to get through fishing pouches and stuff. So it's very hard to get. But somebody was able to craft many of these and somehow dupe them. And then craft weapons. Now, the good thing about this is they couldn't dupe the weapons themselves. They could only dupe the branches, from my understanding, which means that you have to actually hit a great success to actually be able to craft the weapon. But you could easily use this for yourself. Like, you easily get the CORDY branch, buy it, and then dupe it and get the CORDY weapon. But to sell it, you have to hit the great success. So there was one mad lad that actually tried to hit the great success on this Warblade, and you could I don't know if he knew, but you can actually see in chat when you craft these weapons, and he was crafting these CORDY Warblades hoping to get great success so he could sell them in the market. The prices of them actually also dropped pretty severe yesterday on the Warblade. I think they were like down to 100k. They're still like 120k. I wonder if that's his sales or not, but so he was spamming in the chat, and this guy in the chat, the screenshot you guys can see is that this guy has been crafting up to 7 or 8 of them before this happened. So he was continuously like duping these branches and crafting them. I don't know why he wasn't selling the branches. Maybe they were like bound, because certain of these branches could be bound. But he was trying to craft the weapon, and then that is the reason for the emergency maintenance yesterday. And what I would really wish and hope from AGS in general is more transparency, because I saw somebody sent me a message from this guy on the Throne Liberty official Discord called Mayhem. Now, no big shout out to Mayhem. Don't send him any hate or anything. He's trying his best to say and communicate with us and give feedback, which is a really good thing, because we all care about the game. We want the game to do good, of course, but he is also limited to what he can say. But from one message that I saw from him was that he saw my videos, and he said that he cannot share what has been happening, but the important thing is an issue was found and was quickly resolved. So they fixed the issue. I just wish that we could get a little bit more transparency to what is happening, all these exploits and bugs, what their plan is with this. Hopefully on the next Tico talk or whatever, we just need more information, because if we also have this information, we know about the exploits and the dupes happening, we can also, as players, report them in a much better way. If we see something shady, if we see some guy that certainly has double, triple CORDY stuff, right, we can do a better job at reporting this too and letting everybody know what is happening, and we will also know the plan of what AGS is planning with all these exploits and all these bugs that is happening with the game, right? Now, I tried to add this guy because I was able to add all the other players in the screenshot, so I could talk to them and ask them like what they saw. They saw more of the screenshot and stuff. But the guy that actually exploited, I tried to add him, but I can't find him in game. So I wonder if he's been already punished, if he's been banned. But having transparency on that too, if people did use it, because CordyExploit is massive, right? We're talking about thousands of lucent or thousands and thousands of dollars in the game, and also creating a very bad economically imbalance if they're selling them. but also very unbalanced, right? So this is going to create a massive power imbalance because these weapons are really strong, right? But being a loosen exploit, we know that AGS would fix this really fast because it's most likely high priority. Let's be real. If you do a loosen exploit, you're messing with their money and their income, and that will always be highly prioritized. Not only AGS, but most games do this, right? Unfortunately, it's like this. But at least the exploit was fixed, which is a good thing. And then we have the other exploit that I talked about before, which was the chest exploit. So how the chest exploit worked was a lot of third-party website sellers knew about this, and you could enter the dungeon, and of course you could loot these chests endlessly through an exploit. And when you looted these chests, you would get items, but because you still need to use like extract stones, right, to actually extract them and sell them. So they were probably just exploiting it until they got like a really good like ring with skill damage boost, and once they could make money, they just kept collecting these epics and then sold them on the market, right? But this was also fixed very early, even before this week. I know there's some maintenance now, but I'm pretty sure this was already fixed like last week, because the exploiter said like last week that he couldn't sell Lucent for that price anymore because the dupe exploit was fixed. So they're really quick with these Lucent exploits, which is a really good thing. They probably have a way to like notice it or catch it up. But we got to talk about all the other things that are currently happening in the game, right? Which is not really good. And I wish and I really hope for more transparency from AGS regarding these issues. So now we have the CORDY exploit. We want to know what actually happened. Did you guys ban players? Did it affect the economy? Were you able to fix them? Were you able to catch the weapons and delete them from? Because let's be real, if one guy sold a weapon on the trading house and I would see a great sword on the auction house for 50k, I would buy it, right? Like, I bought it fair and square for 50k, but are you guys going to do something about it? Are you going to like refund them the Lucent and take the weapon away, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? You cannot give people duped weapons, but they should be compensated, not punished, for players that were actually sold to. And many of these exploiters already know this, right? They would already sell these items to their friends to make it seem legit. So I guess removing them from circulation or not, that would be a really good thing to know. The chest exploit, we would like to know what happened with the chest exploit. Were you able to catch it? Were you able to, remove those items and punish the correct players that did this? We want to know about the anvil exploit. There's an anvil exploit in the game. If you guys know, I talked about the anvil weapon that you could craft inside the game to basically get your XP faster. But you need 100 obsidian piece. You have to farm anvil basically mobs to get these, and there's a bot and a lot of AFK farmers doing this so they can get these weapons. They can level their weapons much faster, right? A lot of third-party websites are actually selling this too. Do not use third-party website, but a lot of third-party websites sells farms, if you guys don't know already, where they will log your account and play for you and do these farms and do these bot farms. Are you guys doing anything about this bot farms and the people that have actually gotten these weapons? Are they getting looked into? We would like to know if anything is happening. The mastery exploit that I talked about, not an exploit, but mastery refunds. Some players that had level 20 weapons got extra refunded, so they got insane amount of weapon mastery EXP. So some of them already had level 600, 700 because they got double refunded or compensated by AGS, while players that had level 20 and below didn't actually get mastery. And what are we doing with this? Can we get some transparency on the weapon mastery level? Are we getting compensated? What's happening with the people that got double compensated? Are they going to keep it? Are they going to remove the weapons levels? We would like to know. Please let us know. Next up is we have the exploit when it comes to the co-op dungeons. We have the DimensionalTrailExploits that everybody's using. And recently now, there was also a new exploit for Doomrock Grove that came out yesterday. They can get to level 15. Are you guys doing anything with that? Are you going to give players... Because let's be real, this is going to be hard to punish because everybody's using this exploit. But the way to do it, like I talked about in my last video, would be to give everybody in the game these rewards. So give them the runes, give them all the rewards to make it fair and square for every player. That way you don't have to like ban thousands and thousands of players and lose your population, but you can reward players that played fair, right? Can we get some transparency on that? Will people get punished? Will people get rewarded? Will people get compensated? We would like to know, right? There's a lot of other exploits happening with characters. Not character or classes. Many classes can abuse some of the skills with the new mastery system. Some of them have no cooldowns on certain skills. A lot of stuff happening with this. Can we get some transparency? Do you guys know about this? Do you need more information from us? Are you aware? Could we get some information on script players, people that use scripts to perfectly block? Have you been banning players? You guys talked about this, that you were going to take it seriously. Can we get some transparency on bans or anything that you've done with the people that are abusing script? People like to know. There's a new exploit. I don't know if it's exploit or if it's intended, but if you go right now, you go to party matchmaking, you party matchmake either Doomgrot, Grove, or Hall of Tragedy tier 1. When the boss dies, you actually get this chest. You don't have to use your abyssal contracts or open the chest, but as long as you go and complete the boss, you get these coins, which you can use to get infinite amount of trait unlock stones at the NPC. Now, is this intended? I mean, at this point, I don't know, right? I don't know. But there is obviously major issues, and I think hiding stuff and not communicating with the player base is gonna be a massive L. Like, we want you guys to fix these exploits, right? I wish a game would have exploits, but it's gonna happen, right? People are gonna exploit in games. It's gonna happen. But how are you dealing with this? Are you communicating with us? Are you letting us know? Just be transparent. I'm pretty sure if you guys told us that there was a CORDY exploit and people abused it, and there was so certain amount of weapons, and but you guys were able to catch all the weapons and ban players, we would understand, right? As a community, we would understand. We'd be like, good job, you guys did it. But hiding it, doing emergency maintenance, hiding it behind like some small fixes when we know that there's a maintenance day right after and you're doing it during prime time is obviously something major happening here, right? So just transparency on all these topics that are discussed in the community. I mean, once we know that you're working on probably refunding the mastery stuff or you know, doing something with the exploits in dimensional trials, it will probably keep us at ease knowing that you guys are actually working on it and removing these items and etc., right? But yeah, we'd love to hear you guys' opinion on all this stuff happening. I mean, it's a lot at once. I know they're overwhelmed, but I mean, don't send any hate, but we just, you know, just communicate and give us a communication back, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Check out this video right here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.